Still kind of warming up. Anyway, hey, Happy New Year, everybody. I just wanted to do this video today that it's a new year. It's a great time to maybe get a little more serious about moving forward and getting a deeper understanding of the art of music and composing and improvising. And improvisational skills are really, you know, the fertile soil for compositional skills. And even if, the guitar ladder system, which is over 200 studies with chart and video, really will seed your musical mind. It will open up and develop and wake up your musical ear and your musical mind. Even though it's mostly for intermediate and advanced, if you're willing to be patient, even a beginner can have a tremendous benefits from it. You just got to be a little bit patient. I'm going to give you 7-8 years anyway. You got plenty of time. But I just want to make the point, the title of this video is going to be Stop Buying Guitars and Buy Your Musical Mind. I'm just as guilty as everybody else. I'm not happy unless I'm buying another guitar too. And I used to do a lot of buying and selling guitars. I'm not doing as much anymore. But if you spend, the $199 for the guitar ladder system is really a good idea, because I've had people with master's degrees buy the guitar ladder system because they said, well, Steve, I'm stuck. I can't improvise. I can't compose. And that's why I'm doing this video with a $200 guitar or $150 guitar. It's an Ibanez AEG-10, I think. It's actually a really nice sounding guitar, both plugged and unplugged. But you don't need to buy a new guitar. You don't need to get another hollow body guitar. You don't need to buy a hollow body guitar to learn how to improvise. And my guitar ladder system, by the way, is unbelievable for jazz, but it's not just a jazz course. It's an improvisational course. And it's like Bruce Lee said, at some point you transcend genres and definitions. It's all just martial arts. It's all just music. The same knowledge that you'd use to play jazz could be used for flamenco or any type of a tune. It's all about hearing your own original ideas and being able to discover your own unique musical point of view. And this isn't about how much money you make or whether you go professional or get a record deal or don't get a record deal. That's not. It's about self-discovery. And this goes way beyond just the guitar. By the way, it has to do with learning to expand your consciousness and wake up your musical ear, and about just creating, as corny as it sounds, creating more joy in your life. Let me do the best thing I would suggest that you do. If something resonates with you, just go to stevesguitars.com, scroll down, invest in $199. I'm going to give you a whole year to try it. If you don't agree after a year that you've gotten more than your money's worth, I'll refund every dime, but I want you to try it for a year. Does it take a year to start working? No. But according to the science of neuroplasticity, which I've studied for years, you'll get more out of it. It's kind of a paradox. You'll get a lot more out of it if you don't focus on results and just stay in the here and now and be positive. And no thinking is necessary in the guitar ladder system. I do offer some things down the road once people get their feet wet, ways to kind of like beef up your improvisational skills. But it's about, the subconscious mind is so powerful. It's a giant. And so you wake it up. And one of the things I'm really suggesting to people is to call me. Let's talk about the guitar ladder system and help you understand it. If you decide to order, great. If not, that's cool too. It's not a pressure conversation. 714-548-0385, 714-548-0385, or you can email me, stevezook7@yahoo.com. That's STEVEZOOK, the number 7, not spelled out, at yahoo.com. Let's have a conversation with me to help you understand it, because if you understand the guitar ladder system, which is thousands of dollars of information for only $199, you probably decide to go ahead and invest in it. And I'm going to actually stop selling them once I sell maybe another 400 or 500 of them, because I just don't want to get too backed up, Although I don't have an automatic send, you just email me once every couple, 2 or 3 weeks, or whatever you want to do, and I send you more material. But if you really love guitar, stop wasting energy buying guitars and invest in waking up your musical mind. Here's cycle number 1, by the way. Oh, geez. I just dropped my pick in my guitar, so now I got to do this crazy thing. There we go. Okay, so here's cycle 1. And by the way, you'll learn the 10 different systems of improvisation in my guitar ladder system, but I'm not going to bore you with a big, long rap about it. And great music doesn't follow any rules. And in fact, I've had people send me their CDs that, some of them were really good and some of them just sounded so stiff. It's incredible. If you're always following rules, you're going to sound stiff and boring and very predictable. You got to learn as much as you can, forget all the shit, and just play. Here's cycle one. You can order at stevezookguitars.com. Okay, and then with cycle one, you add the shading with the major 13 flat 5, using that common tone. And then when you find something that works, kind of milk it, kind of work it, and then eventually you're gonna, I'm going off of cycle one now. That's the whole point. That's what's going to happen with the guitar ladder system. You'll start working one of my studies, and all of a sudden you'll hear one of the studies going somewhere else. So you just go there, and that you're beginning to unfold your musical ear. Like here, I went to like a dominant 9, and then you can flat the 9. You go to a major 13. You can go to a 7 sharp 5 sharp 9, 13 9, 13 13 flat 9, major 9 6 with a 7 on top. Kind of a Joe Passy lick. But anyway, and you're going to learn about partials. Every cycle emphasizes something different, and you learn, like I used to study with Joe Pass when I was about 22, 23. I'm 66 now. He used to talk about chord families, but it's all about tension and resolution, learning how to create, different moods and different sounds. And by the way, it's really interesting. I've had students that say they've actually ran into a standard. Once they've been working with me for a while, they'll start improvising. They'll hear a standard. Sure, it's helpful to get the chord chart and have a guide. But I've had people, I've done it myself, where you just run into a standard. But all the cycles are a little bit different. Here's see here, and there's multiple ways you can do this. I'm just going to do little bits and pieces. See, that's got some nice. Bichord. Major 13. But I mean, there's over 200 studies. You get a video and a chart. You don't rush through it. You just email me every couple of weeks or whatever for another study. But I mean, like I said, the theme of this video is stop buying guitars, buy your musical mind. In other words, wake up your musical mind, invest in improvisational skills. Even Pat Metheny said, all the interesting stuff is in your subconscious. There are some single note studies, but the most growth you're going to get is from the chordal studies. I do have my famous waterfall lick. Starts off with 3 octave major 7. Lots of arpeggio. 13 flat 9. I did. Come down diminished. But the bulk of your growth is the tremendous growth is going to come from the chordal work. Here's a little bit of cycle 8. If something resonates with you, either call me or just go to stevezookguitars.com and invest it. Now, if the $199 is hard for you to do right now, just send me $100. We'll get you going. You can PayPal it to stevezook7@yahoo.com, or I could just email me at stevezook, the number 7, not spelled out 7, STEVEZOOK, the number 7, not spelled out, at yahoo.com. I'll send you an invoice. But folks, I mean, like I said, I love buying guitars as much as everybody else, and I'm not happy unless I'm buying another guitar, right? Can get you in trouble, though. But anyway, like I said, my suggestion is stop buying guitars and buy your musical mind. Wake up your musical ear. Wake up your musical mind. There's part of your subconscious mind which will unfold and flower and bud and bloom and begin to introduce you to your own musical thoughts that are right now buried deep in your mind. And if you're a beginner, all you have to do is be brave If you have a little bit of strength, you can do like a bar chord. You can do my studies. There's no rush, and you'll actually make so much more. If you just, as a beginner, stay down here forever, you know, that's cool. But you're really slowing yourself down. But when you start to do my studies, even as a beginner, even if you're playing them slow, you're gonna begin to get that information deep into your subconscious mind, and it will start piecing things together. So like I said, all the studies are different. I have studies where you're moving like perfect force. I probably should have warmed up more. But the idea is, like I said, you don't need to get into a big long theoretical discussion with yourself, or I don't need to present it to you. It's the subconscious mind is running the physiology of your body. It's so powerful. If we give the subconscious mind the right information, it's going to piece, even while you're sleeping, it will be piecing information together. People email me all the time and said, Steve, I was noodling the other day and I came up with something that sounded really cool. I have no idea where it came from. Well, that's where it came from, because you're inputting great information into your subconscious mind. So, and like I said, my suggestion is, set up a phone call with me, call me, email me. I'm not going to high pressure you to buy the system, but it's the best $199 you'll ever invest. It's thousands of dollars of information. It's going to wake up your musical mind. I hate to say this because it sounds so corny, but it is. It's going to change your life. It's going to be a very meaningful, opportunity for you to grow as a musician and a composer and artist, even if you're not trying to be pro, or don't limit your thinking. Don't say, whoa, I don't care about making money, therefore I don't want to grow and evolve. No, you do it for the joy of doing it. It's good for the soul. It's about self-realization. It's about being happier in life. It's about having a hobby that's more meaningful. Why would you do a hobby and not take it as far as humanly possible? Why would you want to limit yourself? It's about creating joy and waking up your musical mind. So again, you don't need to buy a hollow body to do the guitar ladder system. You don't need to be a virtuoso. You don't need to know a lot of theory. You don't need to know how to read music. You just need to have a great attitude and not overthink it, and do the work, and you're going to grow and evolve. So like I said, my email is stevezook7@yahoo.com, STEVEZOOK, the number 7, not spelled out, yahoo.com. Email me, call me, 714-548-0385. My phone's doing some weird stuff going to voice lately. I'll call you back. But yeah, my suggestion is talk to me for 10 minutes on the phone. Get a good feel for this. If you're just feeling it and you don't have to overanalyze it, just go to stevezookguitars.com, scroll down. You do not have to be a member of PayPal. Order this system. I mean, if you love guitar, why would you not want to take it as far as humanly possible? And what really separates me from the pack is when you get into a bunch of left brain analytical stuff, it just slows you down, because you don't really need that. You just need to hear everything that you've ever seen or read. Your subconscious mind records that like a computer. So like I said, again, you could be sleeping, you could be taking a shower, and your subconscious mind is listening, might be doing this chord to this chord to this chord, and that's why we input the information into your subconscious mind through the different studies. And one of the main reasons that I don't get into big long theoretical discussions about it, because it's just going to hold you back. Wes Montgomery had very little understanding of theory, but yet he knew chords and chord color, and he became a very strong improviser, and that's one of the reasons he wrote such great tunes, not just the octave work, but also his great melodies and things as well. So if you love guitar, stop buying guitar, stop obsessing about buying the next guitar, and buy your musical mind. Invest in waking up your musical mind. All right, folks, I rest my case. Ciao. I love this chord, by the way, that major 13, 7 sharp 5 sharp 9, 13 9, 13, 13 flat 9, bichord. And this bichord, by the way, is like a major 9 and a minor 7 at the same time. Here's the major 9, here's the minor 7. It's a beautiful chord that can resolve down to major 13 flat 5, 13 flat 5 flat 9. This 13 form, or do like the Ted Green approach. We get that 13 with the side of your finger. I studied took a couple lessons from Ted Green, as a lot of great guitar players and a lot of very accomplished musicians did, because he was just such a genius. Major 13. Anyway, Happy New Year. Let's be positive. If you really want to take a quantum leap in your understanding of guitar, whether you're a beginner, intermediate, or advanced, I suggest you just go to steves@guitars.com, order the system. If you can't afford the $199, just send me $100. I can't do unlimited amounts of those, but again, like I said, I suggest you call me on the phone. Let's talk for 10 minutes. There's no pressure, but this is really an opportunity to have a lot of growth, and there's nothing that feels better than to discover your own unique musical point of view, even if you don't have aspirations of becoming a pro or trying to get a record deal and all this kind of stuff. By the way, Pat Metheny's manager heard my CD and really liked it and gave me some compliments, which was really cool. Anyway, like I said, Happy New Year. Let's be positive. Like I said, stop buying guitars for a while. Buy your musical mind. Wake up your musical ear. You don't need to have a hollow body to do it. You can do it with a $150 guitar like this. And I'll talk to you when I talk to you next. And feel free to call 714-548-0385. If something's resonating with what you're hearing here, just go to steves@guitars.com. Scroll down. You do not have to be a member of PayPal. Order the guitar ladder system for $199. You're going to really get a lot of benefit from it. Like I said, I'll give you a whole year to try it out. It's not going to take a year, but this really works, folks. It really works. Like I said, I've had people with master's degrees in music order my course. And if you just love guitar and you don't want to waste a lot of time and you want to wake up your musical mind, go to steves@guitars.com. Scroll down. You do not have to be a member of PayPal to order. Order the guitar ladder system. I'll introduce you to your own musical point of view. Ciao.